Good morning and welcome, B.O.B. Bolanle Oluchi Babalola. Thank you for joining us this morning and happy Democracy Day.
Happy Democracy Day to you too. Good morning.
Good morning. How much pride do you feel in your heart seeing how young people have put together a music concert to celebrate Democracy Day and also sort of encourage PVC awareness? More importantly, encourage PVC registration.
I think that was like the highlight of my weekend. Even though I didn't go there, I followed it actively online. Like, it rained heavily that day and people still turned out in numbers. Like, we're going to get our PVC. There's nobody stopping us. We're going there to get registered. I'm really proud of our youths now. Like, everybody wants to change. So please be ready. It's not just about collecting the PVC though. Make sure you go out and vote.
Absolutely. I completely agree. All right, let's get into it. What's going on in entertainment this morning?
Good morning. All right, quickly on to entertainment. It feels good to be back to your screen once again. This week starts off with a winning note for the Afrobeat music industry. Nigerian multi-award winning singer and songwriter Wizkid has set a new record on US-only music streaming platform Pandora. He has racked up 200 million streams to become the most streamed African artist on the app. This winning streak comes after the star attained silver certification in the UK for his collaboration with British rapper Dave, arguably one of the best and biggest exports out of Africa. This is just one of many recognitions Wizkid has received over the past few years. Here's a few of those recognitions. As I take you through it, make sure you listen because this is one only Wizkid is holding. From Wizkid's last album, his fourth, Made in Lagos, became and is still the only African to have his album debut on the Spotify Global Album Charts. The longest charting African album on the Billboard World Albums Chart belongs to Wizkid as well. He was also the first Nigerian to be nominated for the Billboard Awards, and he is the African artist with the highest BET Award nominations. Big Wiz, some of you will call him Big Wiz as well, is certainly unmatched in the music industry, which also serves as an indication that the artist is in the prime of his career as fans eagerly anticipate his fifth studio album, More Love, Less Ego. We can't wait for that to come out. I'm sure Wizkid is going to give us another hit back to back. He always has that thing. There's this thing about Wizkid's song that just makes you happy. And then in a way, it's not just Johnny Depp that preaches love. Wizkid has something linked to love as well, because most of us call Johnny Depp the preacher of love. Some seem to identify him with a lot of romance and that. But I think you should listen to Wizkid's song more as well. It should just make you ease off, calm down, and breathe. Life is not that hard. Anyway, on to our second story. Talking about what we just discussed about the Saturday concert. See, it wasn't just a concert for fun and entertainment, but one that had civic responsibility as its main focus. Popular Nigerian performers and celebrities including Falz, Baba, Mr. Macaroni, Pato Rankin, MI, and many more with the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Yaga Africa, and the European Union put on a free concert to encourage young voting age Nigerians to register to vote. Now, hundreds of young Nigerians trooped into the Tafawa Balewa Square TBS in Lagos to not only enjoy great performances, but get involved in the electoral process. It was a little bit, let me say, the weather wanted to delay them, but then you know how our youths are. It was die hard for them. They were all there in numbers, gates were being pushed, the crowd was unexpected, and I'm sure they had a large turnout. We're waiting for INEC to roll out the numbers of those that successfully registered for their PVCs, by the way. Yes, it's coming out soon. Now, because of the recent surge in youths trying to get their voters registration, INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu has pledged to deploy more machines and make it readily available nationwide. So if you haven't gotten yours, there's still time to do that. News Central will bring you all the details you need and more. Now we're moving on to our last and final story. Burna Boy is in the news again. The Lagos State Police Commissioner's Special Squad has detained 5 policemen attached to Nigerian singer and songwriter Damini Ogulu, aka Burna Boy, for attempted murder after they shot 2 people identified as Irebami Lawrence and Tolu at a club in Lagos on Wednesday. According to a preliminary report by the police of Bar Beach Police Division in Lagos State, trouble started around 4 a.m. on Wednesday, June 8, when the musician and 5 police escorts visited the club in Victoria Island. About 4 policemen waited outside while one identified as Inspector Ibrahim, who was in Mufti, accompanied the Grammy Award artist into the club. Now, Burna Boy reportedly went into the VIP section and made advances at a married woman in presence of her husband, which caused a bit of disruption because the husband insulted him and was not happy about it. But Burna Boy kept on insisting, according to reports, and the whole thing escalated more than they imagined. Ibrahim fired shots in the air afterwards, and it affected 2 people in the club. Lawrence was shot on his leg, while Tolu was grazed on his head. Now, the 2 are still in the hospital receiving treatment and responding to it. And it was also said that Burna Boy immediately, the next morning, flew to Spain. And as of the time of this report, we're yet to hear anything from Burna Boy's side or his manager, who is his mother. We're yet to hear anything from them. But then the Flow Wolf, who reported this incident online, said one of the one that got grazed in his leg, who is Lawrence, almost lost his life. But thanks to good people of Nigeria, military men and the naval centers, who were able to donate 2 pints of blood for them, and they're doing well. The police says they're investigating the matter, while the police officer who shot is being internally disciplined. That is his word. For more details on this, stay tuned to East Central by 4:30 today. Thank you so much for staying tuned to Breakfast Central, and this is Entertainment Gist. I am Bolanle Oluchi Babalola.
B.O.B., thank you very much indeed. We look forward to having you join us again. And of course, we know you'll be following up with the stories on the entertainment scene. I'm really proud of the Nigerian youth. And I also look forward to seeing how the story with Burna Boy's police escorts is being handled. It's important that we have this conversation, because whilst young people are advocating against police brutality, we should not be the ones encouraging it.
Absolutely. You can't be, one of the loudest voices against a bad system and at the same time be an abuser. Thank you very much, B.O.B.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here on Breakfast Central.